Welcome back on this Wednesday. Now, there's a new show on Apple TV Plus that follows a true story about a serial killer in Indiana. It's called Blackbird.
Yeah, Taron Egerton plays a white-collar criminal who can get out of prison early if he befriends the serial killer and gets the location of his victims. Producer Ted recently sat down virtually with the cast to talk about the series.
They're just dreams.
Just tell me about them.
In my dreams, I like kill women, you know?
Sure.
You're reading the script here, and guy admits to murdering people, and the police don't believe him. I mean, was your mind blown?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's to me one of the most, you know, like there are parts of the story, if it weren't a true story, I thought, well, if this didn't exist, could you make this up? And, you know, like sometimes these true stories are so crazy, so many twists and turns. The actual foundation of what happens here is fairly reasonable. But one of the most stunning things to me is that element, the idea of a guy going around saying, I killed people, and no one believing him, kind of waving him off as this is what he does. This is his crazy pastime. And I so admired Brian Miller's tenacity in kind of not being influenced by the crowd. I'm sure, you know, he was under a lot of pressure to kind of just fall in line with the local jurisdiction and cops and just kind of, you know, scratch him off his list of suspects. And he didn't do it. He wouldn't do it. And I admired that about him a lot.
Those are just dreams.
In this prison, where the guy is?
Maximum security specializing in the criminally insane.
Paul, when a director says to you, hey, Paul, great idea. We think you would make a great serial killer. What's your reaction to that?
Guys, stop typecasting me. No, this is very much a thing of, you know, you're playing a real guy, so they need someone to look at least a little bit like the real Larry Hall. So right away, there are just a ton of actors, you know, who you're not going to cast in that part. So you need somebody who can play someone convincingly strange. You need someone who looks enough like the real guy, and you need someone who's available. So I was only one of a couple dudes who could probably pull that off, and they brought me a great screenplay, a great scene partner in Taron Egerton, and Apple took good care of us while we shot the show. So it was a cush situation to walk into. It wasn't an easy character to play, but the environment definitely set me up for success, I think.
You want me to check into hell and befriend the demon? Not for all the money in the world.
This character, I mean, he could sell ice to a Minnesotan. I mean, he's so charismatic. Do you relate to this guy?
I think that element of him, as you say, his charm, his charisma, his ability to be kind of confident and cool in a situation, they're fun characters to play, you know, and I enjoy that about him. Jimmy as a character in this script is difficult to love in a lot of ways. He's very narcissistic, he's very angry, there's a misogyny to him that's, you know, unpalatable. And I kind of was drawn to those less likable qualities in him, because they're the things about him that need to be solved during the story. You know, they're the things about him that need to change. And it's a great arc, and that's always very exciting as an actor.
I talked to some of the guys. They said the prosecutor, Beaumont, he's trying to prove something with you.
I imagine, you know, you said you put 6 months into this, and you know, there's a lot of excitement, but also mixed emotions with the late Ray Liotta, who played your dad.
Yeah, of course. You know, it would be foolish to pretend that it doesn't create an air of sort of melancholy around the release of the show, because he is such an integral part of it, and that character is absolutely is that relationship of Jim and Jimmy is so it is the emotional center of the show, So for him not to be here to celebrate it with us is very sad. But I do feel that it's an incredible testament to the massive talent that was Ray Liotta, and I think his work in this show is amongst the best of his career, in my opinion.
And the first 2 episodes of Blackbird are available on Apple TV Plus, with new episodes dropping weekly. It looks pretty good.
It does look pretty good. Great job, Ted.
Yeah,
look
well
at that
done.
with those interview
Nice tie.
skills. Nice tie indeed. We'll
Yeah.
be right back. Nice tie.
Nice tie.